Come. Good. Floki. Place. Good boy. Good boy. Hey guys, I'm down in the training room. No, that was a whine. I'm down in the training room with Floki. As you can see, I just used a recall from his kennel into a sit right in front of me, and then I directed him onto the place bed into a down. We're just practicing all the commands that he's learned, making sure he's compliant, he's doing it without complaint. No. I don't know if you guys can hear, but those are little whines. Those are him saying, "I'm bored, play with me, do something with me." So this is why we bring the dogs out, why we do all these drills every single day. We take them and give them experiences, and there's never a whine that goes uncorrected here. And each time we correct it, the less it's going to happen in the future. So at home, when he's on place and he's whining, we want you to give an NO and correct. Now each time he whines and I correct, I go up. Okay? So if you're staying at the same number, odds are you're going to be nagging him and he's just going to be whining for the rest of his life. Look at each time he gets more and more relaxed. Correcting the whine takes away the option to whine. He says, okay, I can't whine. I'm going to relax. Okay? Just science. All right? It gives me a nice double down. Now I'm walking around the room. I have ribbons out here on the couch. I'm giving space between the commands on purpose because I'm trying to bring out those whines. I'm trying to say, is there a whine in there? What can we do to get it out so we can stop it so that it doesn't keep happening in the future? Now, he's on place. The rules of the place are stay on place until released, no matter what. So I'm going to be doing all this stuff saying, well, what's going to get you to make a mistake so we can correct it and put it back so it doesn't happen anymore. Sparky. He loves Sparkle. Right? But notice how he's staying on the place bed. This is him practicing impulse control, which he did not have when he came here. So he's saying, even though I want to go play with Sparkle, I want to go sniff Sparkle, I'm going to stay on the bed because I know that's the rule. And if I get off the bed, I get corrected. If I stay on the bed, good, I get praised. Good boy. Now let's see if I can move him from one bed to the other. No. Working on those whines. This is real life. We're going to move him from one bed to the other while Sparkle's out playing. And if he goes directly over to Sparkle, that gives me an opportunity to correct him and bring him back. Sparky, Sparky, good girl. Hi, baby. Who's a baby girl? Sparky, Sparky. Get it. So did you guys hear that? No whining, even though Sparkle's out playing. I'm talking, I'm not directly interacting with him. This is his whole problem. If he's not being given all the attention to, well, he's gonna whine if he can't get off the bed. Because normally, before training, he would just be all over the place, treating it as his personal playground. So if I have a couple minutes where he hasn't whined, then you can release him if it's time, or then you can do the next thing. But you never want to release him until he's not whining. You want to correct that, wait a few minutes of silence, and then release him. Because if you release him when he's whining, he's going to learn, oh, the whining gets me released. See what I'm saying? Floki. Name means look at me. Place. Good boy. Pointed finger to the bed where I want him to go. Goes right over there. He gets on, he lays down. Good. He gets a pet for that. Good boy. Now when I reach down to pet him, that doesn't mean he can start licking me, he can start mouthing me. All of that's going to get corrected. I want him to take my affection calmly. Good boy. This is very appropriate. Good. I like that. I'm letting him know I like when you're like that. I don't like when you're crazy and you're trying to lick me and mouth me and make it impossible for me to even pet you. Let's say it's time for a potty. and you need to get him from wherever he is in the house to you at the door, and you don't want him running around the house like a cannon, okay? You're gonna use your recall. From wherever he is, you're gonna say, "CO and me," and tap your tone. He should come to you and sit, not come to you and jump, not come to you and go behind you, not come to you and slam into your legs. All right, all of those choices are corrected, and we praise the right choice. Floki, his name means look at me. Now he knows I'm about to tell him something. Come, good boy, sit. He comes and sits. He stays even while I open the door. I don't want him just shooting out the open door. If he does decide to shoot out the open door, like if you will at home, you're gonna press and hold pressure until he comes back in, sits, and then you're gonna close the door and repeat the entire scene. But we've done this a million times, that's why he's so good at it now. He looks at you, break, and he goes potty. We let him go potty, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to get him back inside just by using the tongue. Before I open the door, I'm going to start tapping my tone, and that's going to allow him, wherever he is in the yard, to come running to the door, and he'll have a seat at the door. Tapping my tone, open my door, sit. He sits at the door, and now I'm going to guide him to place. Floki, place. Good. If he doesn't automatically lay down on the bed, of course you can tell him D-O-W-N. Okay? Floki, break. Good boy. Now, there's rules even on break time. So he can't jump on me. He can't just like go jumping around on all the furniture. There's rules. Okay? So he's allowed to be free. He's allowed to be on break, but he has to be polite. And I decide when break time's over by calling him back to me and putting him into another command. What is this? Come. Good. Down. Good. And now this is the trick. No. Down. I continue to play with Sparkle to bring out some mistakes from Floki, because remember, when you're in a down stay, you can't just release yourself whenever you want. That defeats the purpose. So if I put him in a down and then go to play with Sparkle, and he gets up from his down, that's a correction and back down. And then I repeat the same trigger. Sparky, 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 oh my goodness, hi! Notice he's not making the same mistake, because he just got corrected and put back. So if the dog continues to make the same mistake over and over and over again, it's likely that they're not being corrected with the right intensity, so wrong number on the remote, or the timing is off, or it's inconsistent. Hi, baby girl. What is that, a chipmunk? What is that, a chipmunk? Oh my goodness. No. What is that, a chipmunk? Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Get it. This is how we strengthen our stationary commands. He's got to learn that these commands are non-negotiable, and we're serious when we give them, and he can't just take it upon himself to release himself whenever he wants, or else, what's the point? So I'm going to try to get him even more relaxed. I'm going to tap. I'm at a 20. I'm just going to tap and see what he does with it. Good response. That's what we've taught him to do. When you feel pressure and you're already in a command, relax even further. So now I've decided I'm going to hold him accountable for any elevation in his mind. So anytime he lifts his head up, I'm going to click. So all that is silent clicks. When he's lifting his head up, when he's pretending to lick, when he's doing everything but working. And again, I'm at a 20, which is pretty low for Floki. He's not really that sensitive. Sparky, 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 Sparky. These are all clicks. You've got to learn to think through that pressure. I'll help him out. Down. Good. Whenever he does what I want, pressure goes away. Good. Good. These are all reps. This all matters. This is why we pull the dogs out and work them like this. So now look, he's learned to be completely passive. Doesn't matter what's going on around him, whereas 5 minutes ago, he couldn't even handle being in a down while she was playing. It only took him a half a second to just jump right up and over thinking it was for him, completely disregarding the command that I had just given him. Which is, you know, dogs. They want to see where the cracks are. They want to see, is she going to hold me accountable? Because maybe she's not, and then it's worth it for me to go have fun. But look what I've created for myself. I've created a dog who can be completely passive, completely relaxed, while I do other things in the room, and that could mean anything. I could be playing a game with my kids. I could be wrapping birthday presents. I could be watching TV, and I just want a dog to be relaxed. But here's the really cool thing, is that I can get him back to crazy in a tenth of a second. Floki. Break. Good boy. See what I mean? It's an off switch, but it only works if you use it.